Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a new episode, a live episode of Flesh Wound Farce, where we review and discuss your and our favorite comedy films. This is the world's first and only combination trivia host and professional wrestling announcer of Chilean descent that currently resides in Southern California, Ozzy V. And with me, as always, on this program, first in the Northern California Bay Area, world-famous juggler Greg Larson. How you doing, Greg?
Man, I'm doing better now that we get to talk about a decent movie, because I was watching Spaced Invaders before coming out here. So yeah, I'm a lot better now. How about yourself, Ozzy?
Is that foreshadowing? Is that a sneak preview of what we're gonna have to see later?
I hope not.
I think that's a yes. That sounds like a yes.
If our listeners and Patreon request it, now's your time. Get Ozzy while he's live. Tell him what you want to hear. See?
I swear to God, if anybody brings up the films that I've lauded before,
and you know which movies to give him
it'll be just like a grenade pin. Just like, I gotta just take it out. Here you go. I'm not going to say the names of them. Just
Lost
in case.
Skeleton 2. Make it happen.
Oh my gosh. People. No. Anyway, also with this other voice you heard, Flesh Wound producer Todd. How you doing, Todd? Chilling.
I'm chilling. I'm hoping Ozzy gets it tonight.
Tonight would be the night that I get it, because I just downed a 5-hour energy before we started recording. So now would be the time if that were the case. But now, what is the time to say? We reviewed Ruthless People. Well, we are going to discuss and review Ruthless People, released on June 27th, 1986, rated R with a runtime of 93 minutes. Todd, you have the trailer ready to go.
Meet Mr. Stone. He wanted to kill Mrs. Stone.
My only regret, Carol, is that the plan isn't more violent.
Until something wonderful happened.
Mr. Stone, we have kidnapped your wife.
Imagine someone demanding money from me to keep Barbara alive. Idiots!
Now he's doing everything inhumanly possible so she'll never come back.
Don't you consider throwing a body off a cliff in the dead of night violent?
Nah, she'll be unconscious.
He's going to pay. He's going to pay.
Bad chance.
I'm going to drop the price to $10,000.
I'm being marked down?
That woman ain't coming back.
Ruthless People, starring Danny DeVito.
I hate the way she licks stamps. I hate her furniture. And I hate that little sound she makes when she sleeps. Wow. Wow.
Judge Reinhold.
They said they wouldn't follow me. You can't trust the police.
Helen Slater.
No matter what I do, or as nice as I can be, she just tears into me. She hates me.
Sandy, you're her kidnapper. She's supposed to hate you.
And Bette Midler as Barbara Stone.
It's not her.
You miserable scum-sucking pig!
Oh, honey, I'm so sorry. They made me say that.
Along with the most ruthless cast of characters ever assembled.
You miserable low-life freak!
Spineless wimp.
Complete moron.
You inhuman slime!
Perhaps we should shoot her.
My husband worships the ground I walk on. When he hears about this, he will explode!
Ruthless People.
I dare you to kill her. Now that ought to do it.
Okay, so before we begin this discussion on this wonderful film, anyone paying attention, audio version or this YouTube, is that I asked a question of Todd. Greg, I don't know if you caught it. I said, Todd, do you have the trailer ready? And it's a simple yes or no question. And then I could say, roll it, right? But he just I'm not paying. What's Ozzy saying? It doesn't matter. I'm just going to roll it right now.
You normally do it, then I'm just sitting there for a minute.
I can't. Okay, whatever. You want to emasculate me? That whatever. I'm the fake host. I'm the pseudo host. I'm not going to say ghost host because I know what you're going to do.
I gotta work the message board too, or the.
I apologize.
Look, Todd's a man of action, not of words all the time. And I appreciate you, Todd, for what you put in there.
Yada, yada, yada. Anyhow, the film we're going to discuss today is Ruthless People, as I mentioned, released on June 27th, 1986, rated R with a runtime. Yes, Todd.
Ozzy, would you read what any fandom said, please?
Is this live? I want to know when we will get a Superman 3 watch-along commentary. What are you doing? What is this? We can't even go. What did 10, 5? My head's exploding. I feel like the computer at the end of Superman 3. No, oh man, this sucks. Okay, listen. Anybody else requesting Superman 3 commentary? We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Yes, thank you. I appreciate the comment of we understand people want Superman 3 watch along commentary. Like, come on, man. Holy Toledo. Anyway, where are we at? I completely lost my train of thought. Ruthless People, something that will put me in a good mood. Now, it was written by Dale Lohner, but here's the thing is that it was based off the short story written by O. Henry, which was The Ransom of the Red Chief. Are either of you familiar with this short story?
No, but isn't it a candy bar too?
Possible. You would think, looking at me, you might think that I'd know the answer to that question, but I don't. But anyhow, the short story is that two burglars, robbers, whatever you want to call them, kidnap a child of a wealthy merchant, and then they hold him for ransom. But the child is driving them crazy, right? And the merchant at the end of the story says, "Tell you what, I'll pay you you can pay me $2,500 and I'll take them off your hands for you." That's how the short story ends. But anyhow, it's not just, I think the trailer doesn't do enough justice about what happens in the entirety of the film. Before I go into your guys' initial thoughts, just want to add in that this also is directed by Jim Abrams and David and Jerry Zucker. And I just had a light go out. As
we can tell.
There. Because, of course, it would happen on a live show. How many shows have we done? This is the only show, honest request. I didn't even know about the commentary.
Controversy.
I apologize. The light thing, it's messing me up. How many shows have we done that I've had this light working? And, of course, the live one, this is what happens. Anyway.
You know what it must be?
The ghost wants Superman 3 commentary? Oh, my God.
His opinion has been felt.
Listen.
Maybe it's the ghost of Christopher Reeve.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh.
Too soon.
How great would that be if all the stuff you've been going through has been Christopher Reeve the whole time?
Just leading up. This will be that one live episode on March 21st where they're talking about Ruthless People. I mean, he's low enough. I mean, he could just roll over and unplug it, you know? Well, I mean, if it's already happening, it's like a double jeopardy kind of thing. Okay, we'll get it eventually. Greg, initial thoughts on this one right here, Ruthless People.
Sorry.
They keep coming now.
Oh, that's good.
We're gonna fight. We're gonna have a stupid Superman 3 commentary. Fine, it'll happen. I don't know when, but it'll freaking happen. At this rate, it'll be a Patreon exclusive. So everybody, chill.
Well,
Greg, initial
impressions. Like, I'd never seen this movie, but the cast looked great, so I was really excited. Not as excited as I am for like Superman 3 with Ozzy, but it was.
We'll get there.
It was fun to watch. It definitely was a new one on the list.
Todd?
I actually saw this one theatrically way back in '86. I was 10 years old, and I don't know, maybe the Donald Duck mask, something. But yeah, I appreciated it more as I got older. It's a fun movie. It's makes Ozzy happier or that his lights.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to like adjust to cover this gray patch of the green screen. So I apologize, and I'm off center a little bit to those watching along on the YouTube. If I could just, I mean, I get a chance to go into my initial thoughts because of the one Superman 3 commentary debacle. Secondly, this light thing happening. Oh, for Christ's sake! Somebody requesting a Superman punch. I mean, I closed my eyes immediately when I saw
A
Superman happen again.
3 punch. So
Oh,
it's very
God.
specific.
Terrible. One thing that made me extremely excited to watch it once I found out we were going to be reviewing it is that it is directed by Jim Abrams and the Zucker brothers. And it is also starring, this was released 1 year before Spaceballs. So in the trailer, as mentioned, you did mention Danny DeVito, Judge Reinhold, Bette Midler, but it didn't mention Bill Pullman, who also plays a major role in this film. And one thing that I think a more recent film is actually one of the first films that we reviewed in the pre-farce era when KWF radio was the Screwed. And Screwed almost seems like now that it was paying homage to this movie because it was a matter of just one thing, and then everything just kind of like being a giant cluster. Todd, why are you face palming? What's the matter? What's Nuclear Man, Todd? What's happening? Is that why you're face palming? What's wrong?
Because we need Nuclear Man.
What do you mean we need? Okay,
No,
do I need to look up the definition of the word need? Need is a very strong word.
You're the one who loves Nuclear Man. I thought you'd be excited someone wanted that one.
Am I on a different planet? I can't think of what is Nuclear Man? I mean,
it's from Superman 4, your favorite.
Oh, I see. I'm thinking of Ruthless People, and then I think Nuclear Man, like Radioactive Man, like Up and Atom. Too many things coming at me.
Sorry, we'll just let him chill for a minute.
Which I will say, there is at times it can seem that there's a lot of stuff going on in this film because every single person has a motive, but at the same time, that's the kind of fuel that drives the movie as a whole. There were several moments that I completely died from laughing. If you're familiar with the show Always Sunny in Philadelphia, Danny DeVito plays character Frank. This character he plays in the film seems like a Frank-like character, which makes it so much more entertaining. But I have several things written down here. I don't want to steal one from one of you guys. I have a bunch. Why don't you guys go first and I'll go in last.
So do you watch this like thinking it's the prequel to It's Always Sunny?
You can. It can be that canon.
I can see it. Yeah, definitely. Like that's just how Frank grows. Ends up like, well, I guess I'll just work at a bar.
It's almost like if there is a twin brother, you could easily say that this guy is the twin brother of Frank and just fits into the Always Sunny universe, for lack of a better term.
They should make a movie about Danny DeVito and a twin. Great. Sorry. Anyway, favorite moment. Yeah, another movie we shouldn't talk about.
Whoa, hated. Well, no, that's a discussion for a different day. Go on.
All right. So the trailer kind of touched base on it. When she was like, when Barb was like, "Oh, am I being marked down? I've been kidnapped by Kmart." Like, I was like, that is just such a great little line, for someone who's being kidnapped in the middle of all this. And like, that's one of her biggest concerns. It fit the character perfectly. And it was just a nice little zinger.
Excellent. Todd?
Yeah, let's see if you guys can figure out what my favorite part is. It is when they're trying to get the assistance from the police commissioner, and he's watching the tape and she's going on because she thinks it's a murder and the whole blackmail thing. That part just gets me. And then, man, we have urges. It just, I love that running gag because we come back to it, but that part gets me.
So it's actually hilarious, Greg. Just to point out, I actually have written down at the bottom here, and in asterisks, I have in tears, "I've been kidnapped by Kmart." Literally written down there. So that would have been probably the one I would have taken. But I'm going to do a subtle one. I mean, again, there is tons of stuff to appreciate, but there is a particular scene with the police chief where I don't want to spoil anything, honestly. I mean, even though it's X amount of years old, I still 35 years old. I don't want to spoil a thing at all. But he has a mug that says "World's Greatest Husband," and I just thought that was such a beautiful touch on the whole and on what was happening. Was just like that almost had me choking, because I usually eat when I'm watching a movie here, whatever, and I almost choked on my Del Taco specifically.
I will say that in our chat we're getting a lot of Judge Reinhold love. So
no, absolutely, Judge Reinhold absolutely kills it. He is Judge Reinhold is absolutely underrated. That's the thing. It's such the trailer. Okay, we'll get to freaking Superman 3 when we get to it. But back to this movie, the trailer bills it more as specifically like, oh, it has Danny DeVito, oh, it has Bette Midler, oh, it has the guy from Fast Times at Ridgemont High. But it's so much more of like an ensemble piece that it just puts it over the top. Which, by the way, the Zuckers always put their mom in the film. Airplane, she was the lady. Their mom was the lady putting on the lipstick. In the Naked Gun film, she was the one, the assistant holding the gun. That was hypnotized. In this one, she was the judge who was hearing the case, played by Christine Zucker, their mother, rather. So it's an obvious 5 for me in terms of just all around enjoyment and in terms of writing and all the, just as a comedy, just across every board. It's fantastic. 5 from me. Greg?
It was, for me, it was just a little slow in the very beginning. So I have to knock down a little bit, but I really enjoyed it. You know, it was a lot of fun. So I'm still going to say a 4.5. Whatever, Ozzy.
No, I'm waiting for you to do your like, oh, but that's what I would say if I was joking. But seriously, no, the reason why I get so confused is I recall to Lost Skeleton of Cadaver that you ranked a 5. And I hear that in my head. No. Todd?
I'm going to get yelled at even worse because I'm a 4 on this one. I really do enjoy it, but is Ozzy confused? I don't know what's going on there.
That's one way to put it.
What? Like a 4 is a bad review, Ozzy.
Shut up.
Right.
5's a classic.
Yeah,
I know.
Some of the things you've rated 5 before are just
it's no private school.
Questionable. Oh my God.
If Ozzy's wrong in the chat about private school, please let it be known.
Okay, no, listen. We are like from the very beginning, we got the whole Superman 3 thing. So let's just chew on that for the time being. Thank God I don't ever have to see Private School or Lost Skeleton of Cadaver or Once Bitten or Strange Brew ever again. I'm already apparently committed to watching Superman 3 on and I can't even like relax during it or just like kind of zone out. There has to be a live commentary, was that what the request is? A live watch along commentary?
Yeah.
Okay, Todd, you're the producer. Figure out how that's going to work. I don't know how that's going to work. Well, I'm just pissed off that it's got to happen.
We do it on multiple other shows, Ozzy. It's not very hard.
Okay, I don't care. Whatever. Just look. I just like the Band-Aid. I just want to. Okay, we're not going to get into this private school discussion. We had here Ruthless People. Todd, where can it be seen?
On paid VOD. It's not streaming anywhere right now, I don't believe.
Okay. I would recommend purchasing it. And, if I'm of the vein of Naked Gun, Airplane, I don't know what Greg or Todd think, but if they disagree with me on that opinion, then they're obviously wrong.
I wouldn't. I'd rent it for sure.
I am so upset with you.
I'm sorry, man. Like, it's good. It's still good. It takes a lot for me to want to buy a movie. I'm just a person who buys very few movies.
You are so spoiled. You could find this for $5, and you'd be like, I don't know. Lost Skeleton of Cadaver 2 might come out. I gotta save my money for that.
You give me the Blu-ray extended edition, sir.
Extended? Extended? I gotta turn down my mic for this, or it's gonna blow out. Extended? Are you kidding me? What the hell are you talking about? Extended.
Look,
Yes, I realized I completely just lowered the volume of my mic, but I didn't want to blow it out. Extended? Extended?
Yeah, extended. And I want the commentary and everything. It'd be great.
That could be our
tracks with it.
That could be our very first Flesh Wound Farce Blu-ray review where we'll cover the whole package.
Oh God, please! We know. Listen, we already did the movie. We already saw the movie. We already talked about the movie.
There's
We're not
a sequel.
talking about the movie.
And
Anyway.
Greg hasn't picked something in a while. That sounds like a good October title.
Yes.
I swear to God. I think I might be catching COVID that week. The new whatever it'll be the Cadavercon strain of COVID that I know I'm gonna have that week, so I won't be able to participate in that episode. However, this episode has now concluded. That was Ruthless People. I recommend checking it out. And Greg at least recommends renting it. Todd, I don't know. He might still be an asshole. What is Todd?
No,
say?
yeah. I if you like this, the Zucker comedies, I definitely say grab it.
I mean, and this is, ladies and gentlemen, Judge Reinhold. Yeah, I completely agree. Underrated. And here I am rating a 5 in a movie that he's in. What do these jackoffs do? Okay. All right. Yeah. Had to get the Roman comment in before we.
Oh no, I've been not pulling up dozens of those. Half of those were Dan.
Are you? Well, there you go. Of course, Roman comments coming from Dan. What else is new?
But that Superman 3 punch is gold. I'm just saying.
Okay. All right.
That was a good one.
Okay. All right. Now I want to Superman punch this episode to an end. Any final comments in the live section before we head out? I mean, we'll be back next week with a new episode. Can we reveal what the episode is?
Yes, of course.
Okay. Next week, we'll be reviewing and discussing Don't Be a Menace to South Central While Drinking Your Juice in the Hood. So be sure to tune in next week for that episode. Won't be live, but pay attention to the Facebook as we will announce the next live episode. We will announce whenever the stupid Superman 3 commentary is going to be done. God.
After WrestleMania, we know you're busy. We got that part.
We get it.
Okay. You guys have anything else?
No.
Yeah, no, I think that we need to make a movie, the Private Skeleton of Cadaver School. I think that would be awesome.
And you know what? Who you would cast? If you could cast anybody, I know what you're really going for. Like, what movie could kill Ozzy? Just make him have an aneurysm. Todd, can you guess who, anybody in the comments section, you know who he would start? He would start Tim Tebow. That's who he would star in this stupid movie. And the movie would release. And the minute it would release, I would drop dead because I would cease to exist in a world where that happened, starring that. See, why do I let this happen? Anyway.
Well, here we go. Something positive. Later, guys, do more live.
Yes, we will. Hopefully,
I think this is our last one, probably.
I don't know. Once we get Superman 3 out of the way, hopefully we won't have any more stupid requests. So there's that. We'll pay attention for the Superman 3 commentary.
People.
Oh God.
That essentially Ozzy was challenge accepted.
Oh,
okay.
I'm not going to put up Dan's comics. It's going to make him angry.
What has every other comment done?
Tim Tebow is better than any Raiders quarterback.
I'm one to bash the Raiders at any chance, but that's just blasphemous. Like, that is unnecessary and wrong.
It is, and I turned my microphone very, very low because I'm very loud right now, and I'm not gonna take any shit from an individual that doesn't know that a beanie is called a beanie and calls it a winter cap. That just illustrates to me the invalidity of any comments he has. Are we done here? Do we have anything else? See what happens when I was the one who brought up Tim Tebow.
You did. No, good show, gentlemen.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
World famous juggler Greg Larson, Flesh Wound producer Todd, and I'm Ozzy V. We'll see you next week right here on Flesh Wound Farce.